Bisham, owner, creator, and founder of the Elevate Movement, which is a naturopathic approach to healing and mental health. Listen, so much has been going on in my life, from changing jobs, actually doing some mental health consulting now with a firm that empowers women from the inside out. So like our initiatives for mental health, aligns closely together. So I felt that it was necessary for me to join this group as their mental health, professional, to kind of start healing, from the inside out. With that being said, I wanted to stop by to just talk about friendship and what that means. Friendship is very different, to a lot of people. Friendship can vary in definition and also the way you show up, the way you treat people, the way you regard people. Friendship looks different, and you have to be very careful to not be the one who is just doing all the giving in friendship. And giving is not financially. Sometimes it's giving of you. It's giving of your time, giving of your presence, your advice, your listening ear. But also, always showing up and being present. Be very careful with people who say that they want something, like they want loyalty, they want presence, they want, this unconditional thing. But then when some of the conditions are in play and in motion and in movement, then this person, shows you something different. Whether they catapult, whether they exit, whether they have a disagreement with you, like whatever that is, pay attention to not only what people say, but their behavior in situations, conflict, disagreement. Look at the way they behave. See, it's one thing when people need time to process. I can respect time to process. What I can't respect is just a total ignoring of text messages, calls, responses, any of that. When a person fails to tell you the reason why they are exiting or, not communicating with you anymore, don't take it personal. This isn't about you. If you go to this person and you tell them what you had an issue with in the friendship, and you also say, hey, I'm available when you are ready to talk, when you're prepared to have a conversation about this issue. And this person goes awry. You don't even know why. Like, they are not communicating to you. That's a telltale sign of how that person is. Don't you take it on. It's not a you thing. That's not your bag to carry. And you don't help them unpack that mofo either. You allow them to do the work that they need to do, because the truth is, everything that they're asking for when they say they want loyalty and respect and presence and the same things that they give, no, they don't. Because when they're required to stand and react and behave at a higher standard, they aren't able to. It lets you know that that's who you are, and you're not ready to grow. You're not ready to evolve into this friend that you desire. So with that being said, I just want to tell all of my friends out there, all of my elevators, be mindful and attentive to what people say, and ask yourself if what they say aligns with the way they behave, with the way they react, with the way they respond, with how they handle you, with how they treat you, with how they love you, with how they show up for you, with how they support you. I had a friend to bring to my attention, hey, this person is supposed to be your friend, but they don't buy your jewelry. They don't come to your pop-ups. They don't share your posts. They don't do all of these things. Me, unbeknownst to me, I'm just like, my friend don't do that. But if you consider yourself to be my friend, then you purchase from me, you support me, you push my jewelry, you push all the things that I have going on, my mental health services. Like, you do all of these things. So how can you call me a friend? How can I call you a friend, right? Is the better question. But we have to make sure that actions and behaviors align. Like, that's CBT. CBT is what we learn, cognition, and then behavior is how what we learn shows up, how we respond, how we show this thing. It's the action behind it. So for me, and CBT is one of my specialties in therapy. Like, cognition and behavior, to me, they go together, because the way I think is the way I behave. I don't think one way and turn around and do something else. That means I really don't think that way. I may know to do it, but when I don't do it, CBT is not aligning. It's not the same. That means I don't do what I say. You know what I'm saying? So with all of this, I am just encouraging us, in order to be better people, in order to live this standard that we have set for other people, we got to live it. We have to be the first exemplar. We have to be our first friend. The way we love on ourselves, the way we talk to ourselves, the way we encourage ourselves, the way we push ourselves. Yes, you call your friends love bugs and all of this kind of stuff, and my loves, and you got all of these nice terms. But during conflict, where did the nice term go? During adversity or a disagreement, you just go ghost and don't communicate. You don't even say, hey, let me take a break, let me think about this, and I'll circle the block back. You don't do any of that. So with that being said, how can I look at this as a friendship that I want to keep, that I want to continue to nurture into? Because the truth is, out of the years of friendship, if you haven't gotten any advice from this person, all y'all do is go out and hang out. That's what y'all do. That's the extent of the friendship. That's fine, but I wouldn't be calling you a best friend, and you don't show up and support me. You can't be my best friend, right? Like, we're not the same. But if I can listen to your tired ass about your marriage, and how this nigga done put you through all of this stuff, and you doing this and doing that, and how your other friend group treat you this way, and they do all of this crap. Well, now I kind of see, because you're not a friend, right? Like, you don't show up, you don't do things that you require or that you expect of people, so you don't know how to be a friend. But I don't hold that against you. I now have to look at myself, because I made the choice to stay around. I made the choice to give you the benefit of the doubt. I made the choice even though your actions were showing me something different. So in all of this, what I'm saying is, look at the actions. When the words and the actions don't match up, you got to take a step back. Look at that thing from far away. Okay, now that we have had time apart, and I've had time to do my own thing, I can now look in the situation to be like, oh, now I see all of these times where they weren't there. And when I needed advice, they were just a listening ear, but they didn't have any advice. They didn't have a sound word. I haven't learned anything from this individual, and they're older than me. They're not pouring into my cup. I'm continuing to pour into her cup. So ask yourself, is my cup being filled? Do I enjoy their presence? Is there value being added to my life? Or do they take away from my bottom line? That's the question. So on this Memorial Day, enjoy your holiday. Do something for yourself today. Remember to be intentional with you. Continue to love on yourself. Continue to show up. Continue to smile. And always, always, always remember to take a break when you need to. Rest, get back up, and start it all over again. So until my next video, elevators, I love you all, and thank you so much for the continued support. I appreciate the DMs, the questions. I appreciate just the sideline rooting for me and all of that. Thank you so much, and y'all have a good day.